The trash talk, the garbage, that's not helping anything. And the White House knows it. KJP knows it. This is why KJP there was trying to spin in the spin room there at the White House just yesterday afternoon. But she was caught in another lie. What a job, right? What a terrible job. Your job is to lie. Well, we have this little thing called tape, so it's a little bit harder nowadays. Here we go.
Can you just address the president's comments yesterday referring to Trump supporter as garbage?
A couple of things. So just to clarify, he was not calling Trump supporters garbage.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
Which is why this is why he wanted to make sure that we put out a statement that clarified what he meant and what he was trying to say.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
And so just want to make that very clear for folks who are watching. And I just want to read that out to folks. So he was regarding to the comedian, and I quote, "I referred to the hateful rhetoric about Puerto Rico spewed by Trump's supporter at his Madison Square Garden rally as garbage," which is the only word I can think of to describe it.
Okay, so she's trying to go with supporter. You see, we're talking supporter or supporters. You heard the quote. I heard an S on the end of that, and he was referring to them in the plural. So you can try and tell us it's singular, KJP, all you want all day long, but you are just lying and you just got caught.
His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. That's all I meant to say. The comments at the rally don't reflect who we are as a nation. And to your question, your other question that you asked, no, he does not view Trump supporters or anybody who supports Trump as garbage. That is not what he views.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
Okay. Thank you, by the way. Thank you to the Twittersphere for providing that for us. We got that off of Twitter, and it was a kind of a clever clip. But here she is saying, oh, he hates Latinos. Oh, the Latino population certainly doesn't hate him. Take a look at that, 49%. This is according to a poll that came out around the 18th. We'll see if we can get some new polling data in on Latinos, but I think in general, Latinos have the same concerns that everybody else has, right? Same exact concerns. I want to give a shout out for our friends over at Heritage Foundation because, we talk about all these lies. These guys have been the victim of a whole lot of lies at Heritage because they came up with something called Project 2025. And then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, you're reading in the newspaper, oh, this is Donald Trump's thing that he's doing in the back room with the Heritage folks. I can tell you, it's not actually the case at all. The Heritage folks did this one all on their own. And Trump very proudly was like, no, I got my ideas. And maybe there's some, simpatico, if you would. They're somewhat in sync with one another, but these were actually created entirely separately. But if you look at the mainstream media, you wouldn't know it. 25truth.org. That's where you should go. Let me change this to com. I think .com will get you there too, but 25truth.org. If you want to learn a little bit more, I think com will get you there as well, 25truth.com. But it tells you more about some of the things and the policies that they're looking at. For example, not going after one's political rivals. For example, making sure that we have a diversification in our energy policy. For example, dealing with our inflation. For example, trying to really roll up our sleeves and find a way to solve the inequity in education by, maybe giving people more choice, maybe having some vouchers, maybe having school choice. These are radical ideas, are they not? So radical that the left has to go out and slam them and lie about them, etc. Anyway, go check out my friends over at 25truth.org.